Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another legal breaking reporting and video analysis update. Let's get into our morning briefing for the morning of October 29, Tuesday, 2025. Before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and enjoy for more legal breaking analysis reporting videos.
Hurricane Melissa ripped across Jamaica and is now battering Cuba. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Wednesday, October 29th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. That was the sound of Hurricane Melissa hitting Jamaica yesterday. It was recorded by Howen Campbell via Specti. Melissa tied the record for the strongest ever Atlantic hurricane to make landfall. The storm came ashore around 1 p.m. near New Hope, Jamaica, and ripped across the western part of the country. The island was thrashed by heavy winds and rain. Trees and power lines fell and streets flooded. Local officials said it's not yet possible to say just how destructive the storm was or how many people may have died. But Jamaican official Desmond McKenzie spoke about the damage yesterday.
Jamaica has gone through what I can call one of its worst periods. Our infrastructure has been severely compromised. St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket of the country, and that has taken a beating. The entire Jamaica has felt the brunt of Melissa.
This morning, Melissa made landfall again, this time in eastern Cuba. According to the National Hurricane Center, the region could see 10 to 20 inches of rain, or even more in the mountains. And late today, Melissa will make a third and final landfall in the central Bahamas. Number 2 is a Post exclusive. The Trump administration is using misleading videos to portray chaos in U.S. cities. In August, the Department of Homeland Security posted a video montage on social media declaring a triumph in Washington, D.C. It showed footage of federal agents making arrests and was narrated by DHS official Micah Bach.
Now that the border is secure, the battle for the soul of our nation turns inward as federal agents work day and night to arrest, detain, and deport vicious criminals from our nation's capital.
But there was one problem. Several of the clips in the video had been recorded during unrelated operations months earlier in Los Angeles and West Palm Beach, Florida. A post-analysis found that officials in President Donald Trump's administration have used similarly misleading footage in at least 6 videos. The videos have been used to promote its immigration agenda and were shared in the last 3 months. The clips have been viewed millions of times. One critic accused the administration of pumping out videos that could deceive Americans about the scale or success of its policies. Number 3 is another Post exclusive. The White House fired a commission that was supposed to review President Trump's construction projects. Trump has big ideas for D.C., including a planned triumphal arch near the Lincoln Memorial and his much-discussed White House ballroom. The Commission of Fine Arts is an independent federal agency that had expected to review some of these construction projects. But the Post reported yesterday that the White House had fired all 6 of its members. The commission was established by Congress more than a century ago. It is charged with providing advice to the president, Congress, and local government officials on construction projects in the capital region. President Joe Biden appointed the 6 sitting commissioners to 4-year terms, several of which would have extended through 2028 if they hadn't been fired. Number 4. Israel launched strikes on Gaza after accusing Hamas of ceasefire violations. A Gaza ceasefire agreement brokered by Trump this month is under increasing strain. Starting yesterday, Israel launched more than 14 hours of airstrikes across the Palestinian territory. The Gaza Health Ministry said more than 100 people were killed, including 46 children. The bombardment followed a claim by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that Hamas had violated the ceasefire. A military official said Hamas had fired on Israeli troops, but Hamas said it had no connection to that shooting. Meanwhile, tensions have been rising over the delayed return of the bodies of Israeli hostages. Hamas says Israel has prevented them from reaching and retrieving those remains. Israel has continuously carried out low-intensity strikes since October 11th. That was the first full day after the ceasefire came into effect. Texas sued the maker of Tylenol. That's our fifth story. Last month, President Trump repeatedly warned pregnant women not to take Tylenol. He claimed, despite a lack of evidence, that it can lead to autism. This week, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit against Tylenol maker Kenvue and its former parent company, Johnson & Johnson. The suit alleges the companies deceptively sold the painkiller despite knowing it could cause autism. Kenvue called the lawsuit baseless. The company said it is deeply concerned about misinformation over the safety of acetaminophen. That's the key ingredient in Tylenol. In fact, acetaminophen is the only over-the-counter drug approved to treat fevers during pregnancy. And although researchers have been looking into whether the ingredient is linked to autism and ADHD for decades, they have not been able to establish a clear connection. Number 6. The offices of federal judges used AI to file court orders with false quotes and fake names. 2 judges in New Jersey and Mississippi admitted their offices used artificial intelligence to create documents this month. They blamed the mistakes on a law clerk and a law school intern. The faulty documents had to be retracted after defendants alerted the judges to the errors. But neither judge explained how the mistakes occurred until they were contacted by the Senate Judiciary Committee. As AI use has become more common in the U.S. judicial system, scores of lawyers and litigants have been rebuked for using it to create legal filings filled with mistakes. The Administrative Office of the U.S. Courts has established a task force to issue additional guidance on AI use. Number 7 is kind of a treat, you will see, if you are a fan of Seuss like me. 34 years after Dr. Seuss died, we found a new book, his publisher cried. Well, not a new book, it has to be said. More of a manuscript thingy instead. It has storyboard sketches and some illustrations. It takes a close look at a certain old nation. Sing the 50 United States is its name, and it's sure to add to the good doctor's fame. Though one scholar doubts it's totally new, and some stuff a new guy they hired drew. If you'd like to buy it, you won't have to wait long. It's out next summer, and yours for a song. All right, that's enough of that for today. You're all caught up. Before you go, a premium subscription to the Washington Post now comes with 3 extra accounts for you to share. So you get your login and 3 more accounts to give away. And right now, you can get all of that with a single payment of just $33 for the entire first year. That renews at $170 thereafter, and you can cancel anytime if the rhymes become too much. Go to WashingtonPost.com/subscribe. Again, that's WashingtonPost.com/subscribe. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to do it for the morning edition, morning briefing for the morning of Wednesday, October 29, 2025. I will see you guys back here this evening for your evening dose of legal breaking reporting video analysis updates. We've got some good ones for you this evening. Stay tuned for more and subscribe for all the more legal breaking news that you need to know about. More to come soon.